welcome to another installment of the Year of the Cage coverage. Today we're going to be talking about Racing with the Moon. We have a new backdrop, and today is brought to you by Imaginary Cup of Coffee. Yes, there's nothing in here, but I'm going to take 10 sips from it because it'll make me feel like I got energy to do this show. Okay, so let's get started. So Racing with the Moon is about these two guys who are at home, and Nicolas Cage is one of these two guys. The other guy is Sean Penn, and these two guys are like kids. I mean, they're basically younger than me. Nicolas Cage is, as an actor in the movie, he's 20. He's playing a 17-year-old kid. I mean, he's my age in the film. And anyway, I thought that was really weird. Like, I don't know. He looks like he's 30 or something, because that's always just how I see Nicolas Cage. But anyway, they played these two kids. It was mainly centered around Sean Penn. He was the main character. And these two guys are going to be shipped off to fight in the war across the seas. It's during the draft. They're going to fight the Japanese and stuff. I think it's centered around World War II there. And as far as the movie goes, it was a good movie. The setting was good. There's like nothing that you've seen it and been like, oh, they shot this at this place. It actually looks like you're in the 1930s and 20s or whenever World War II was. I should probably take a history class. Anyway, yeah, so it took place back then. It's actually really good, and the story follows Sean Penn and his he's got this girl that he's interested in. He wants to have a girl who will write him letters and stuff when he's out at sea or whatever, and he wants to have somebody to come back to. Well, Nicolas Cage is the exact opposite. Nicolas Cage is kind of like this hardened kind of just player who kind of just likes to have all the girls, and he doesn't want to have some girl writing him letters. He wants to he doesn't want to come back. That's what he says. He says, he said, I don't want to have some girl writing me letters because I don't want anything to come back to. I don't want to have to come back here or something after I'm done killing the Japanese. His words, not mine. So yeah, he plays, it's actually, and his acting as far as the movie goes is actually really cool, because we've seen really like 2D characters for his last like 2 movies that we saw, or 3 actually. Well, this is the 3rd. We are on the 4th week almost of Nicolas Cage. Isn't that crazy? That's like a whole month. Got off on a little tangent. Anyway, he doesn't want to come back to anything, and his acting in this particular movie is awesome. Being somebody who tried his hand at acting in a drama class at one point, I know how hard it is to juggle doing a task and actually saying the lines you need to say. I mean, it takes a lot of practice to be able to do that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just bad at it. I mean, even like right now, I'm like juggling what I need to say and also putting in sips of coffee, and it makes it really awkward, because, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's because he plays, he works in a bowling alley, and he sets up pins, because apparently they didn't have machines that used to do that. Who knew? Obviously me, because I haven't taken a history class. But anyway, he sets up pins, and yeah, he's like jumping around, doing all these flips and putting the pins around and stuff, and he's still saying all like his dialogue very nonchalantly, like, hey man, yeah, you want to go for a drink later? And it's just like, he's awesome. And also, I don't have anything that I can critique about this movie. I watched it, and I was so enthralled with the movie that I didn't even, like, look for some kind of nitpicky thing to be like, oh, here's this, it's going to show up in this little window, and it's going to drop down here, and it's going to make it bigger. No, I don't have anything to do that with, because the movie was actually really good. I liked it, and it was one of the first movies we saw that Nicolas Cage had a, like, significant role in, which is cool. Oh, so we get a little bit of the mannerisms that everybody attributes to Cage now, because I always just thought that people just didn't like him. Like, for some reason, somebody somewhere decided Nicolas Cage is somebody we don't like. No, that's not the case. Nicolas Cage is just kind of crazy. His acting is like bipolar, sort of, because he's got the very just kind of like, hey, what's going on? I'm Nicolas Cage. And then the next second, he's like yelling and he's just like super happy, super excited, or super mad. It's just like he kind of jumps, and it's like you don't see the build up, you just kind of see the like explosion. And I guess that's what he does, because we saw that in when he was playing the punk in Valley Girl, not Jersey Girl, Valley Girl, definitely not Jersey Girl. And then we kind of saw that in the Rumblefish, when he, when they're like at the party and stuff. I don't know. Did you see Rumblefish? Of course you did. But they're at the party and he's just like laughing and falling all over, and we see a brief glimpse of his butt. Yeah. So in this one, he does it, and it's almost like, I don't know. It's just he's going from a normal like, man, I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back here. And it's like, well, you man, you. It's just like. It's like, I don't know. And then sometimes he goes, I think he cried in this movie. I'm not entirely sure. It's really, really uncomfortable at times. And by odd times, I mean after the whole incident with Sally. But I'm not going to spoil that in case you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, that's when basically Sean Penn breaks up his bromance with Nicolas Cage. And it's just like, I don't want to deal with you anymore. You ruined my life. Spoilers. Should have put a little warning. Do that in post, Steve. Do that in post. So, anyway, so it was a good movie. Should totally watch it. Given the movies that we've seen in the past, I'm giving this one 5 cages. 5 cage heads across the screen. And, so I actually really enjoyed it. Next week, so I know this is up late. It's due to the blackout. Well, sort of. I wanted to be all, like, mainstream and, not upload something on the blackout, and then Thursday came around and I was like, I'm not going to do anything because I'm lazy, and I didn't have any classes except for one yesterday. Well, I lied. So I just didn't do it. I recorded Amnesia instead, which you should check out. You should go check out some of the Amnesia videos because from what I saw, I don't know. I'm not going to spoil anything. It was actually really fun. So anyway, back to the main point. Video's up late, but you still have a homework assignment. It's not a homework. We're like a book club. We're a movie club. My brother said that the other day. I told him about what's happening, and he said, it's not like a homework assignment, because I call it a homework assignment. He was like, no, it's not a homework assignment. We're like a book club. We read books together, but instead of books, these are movies, and instead of Oprah putting her stamp of approval on these, we have Nicolas Cage putting his stamp of acting on these. So yeah, other than that, nothing really else to say about the movie. It was good, like I said, 5 cage heads, great. Next week, we are watching The Cotton Club, which is a movie about a jazz club and gangsters, which Nicolas Cage isn't one of the leading roles, so I think he's playing a gangster, but, hey, that's what he's played in the last, 3. He's played, gangster-ish roles in 2 of the movies out of the 3 we've seen. So, they're just kind of typecasting him into the kind of laid-back gangster that gets very angry at times. So, yeah, should be good. And that'll be Monday, so go check that out. I think I saw that one on iTunes. I know Racing with the Moons is on iTunes. You can rent it for $2, $3. So, yeah, check those out. And next week, Cotton Club. We're going to talk about it. So, till then, I will talk to you later.